brunette?
Both.
Kanye or Jay-Z?
Both. My favorite Britney Spears song. Ours. Toxic.
Toxic, classic.
Kanye was my first concert.
Oh, I love that.
In San Francisco. I was like freshman in high school, went with some friends.
You guys ready to play a little beat the buzzer? So in this game, G-Eazy's gonna have 60 seconds and to answer as many questions as he can in rapid fire style. I think he's ready for it.
Let's go.
Oakland or New York City?
Man, it's always gonna be Oakland, but I do love living in New York.
Blonde or brunette?
Both.
Kanye or Jay-Z?
Both. Watch the throne.
Yeah, thanks. D'Angelo or Lonzo Ball?
Oh man, Angela, man.
Shout out Tweaker.
Yeah, nah, he got that song going. That song is really good. I would say him. Yeah, I mean, if Lonzo played more, yeah, but like it's tough.
We're going with Jello.
The best ability is availability.
Right. Jalen Brunson or Steph Curry?
Steph all day. Come on, man.
Or Airbnb or hotels?
Hotels. I'm banned from Airbnb.
Recording at home or in the studio?
I'll often record at home, get an idea done, and then like cut it for real in the studio.
Bacon, egg, and cheese or chopped cheese?
Sausage, egg, and cheese.
Hey, 90s or 2000s?
Oh man, 2000.
All right, vanilla or chocolate?
I'm vanilla, baby.
Shout out Missionary Jack. I had a few questions I had about Freak Show I wanted to get into. Showbiz, you talked about being raised by Pac, Amy, Bob Dylan, Jay-Z, and Wayne.
Raised by Lil Wayne, playing Carter Sue. It's some Beatles, Dylan, 40, and some Pac.
I know you have a record with Wayne already, but out of the other ones, if you could choose to collaborate with any of those, who would you have gone with?
Man. Amy Winehouse is my favorite artist of all time. Okay. Either her or Nina Simone. But I just saw the Dylan movie last night.
What you think?
It was incredible, man.
I thought he did a great job.
He killed it. Yeah, I thought the movie was great. Here's a take on that. It's it's okay to just be a fan of somebody's music and not need to necessarily make music with them, if that makes sense.
Definitely.
I can like somebody's music and not have to, be involved.
Yeah, I got you. More of from a fan perspective rather than from the artist brain time.
Yeah.
I got you. Another bar, I was like, this bar was for me on South of France. You rhymed Emily Ratajkowski with Sebastian Janikowski.
There's only one Gerald. Try looking around if you doubt me. A real Oakland legend like Sebastian Janikowski.
Right. Man, Sebastian Janikowski, that's
Oakland
a Raiders legend, man. A Raiders legend. He'd just be smoking cigs on the sideline and stuff. I've admired Rebels. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the space is, a Dennis Rodman or a Janikowski or you know what I mean? People that just beat their own drum, go against the grain. I don't know, man. Those stories are interesting to me.
One day, you also referenced Kanye, Jay, and Dr. Dre.
When I look in the mirror, I see Kanye, Jay-Z, Eminem, Dr. Dre, Lil Wayne, baby.
And you have a Bound 2 interpolation in there.
Yeah.
Which I thought was cool.
Yeah. Kanye was my first concert.
Oh, I love that. So for College Dropout era or?
College Dropout, he got his gold plaque on stage.
That's awesome.
Yeah, in San Francisco, I was freshman in high school, went with some friends. I still remember his stage presence. That struck me as much as anything.
Yeah.
And his
the same confidence that he had.
Confidence, man. Yeah. I just circling back, it's the same thing. It's people who go against the grain, oftentimes they're polarizing figures, for that reason. And it won't make sense to everybody. And of course it's controversial, and separating the art from the artist is a whole other, topic and issue. I've just always admired artists and individuals who stand out and, just are uniquely themselves. Everybody will not get it, and that's a part of it.
And that's okay.
And that's totally okay.
Or another record.
Hello, comments.
Nobody's gonna hurt you, 'cause mama's always gonna love you.
Love You Forever. I thought it's a beautiful tribute to your mom. What work did you have to do to, have that kind of pour out of you and put that into a record?
The record Love You Forever, it was a song I knew that I'd have to do. That's something you have that you get out of your system, your spirit. It's a part of the grieving, is a part of, the process. It may be excruciating, it may be hard, but it's cathartic, hopefully healing in a way, but it also can be impactful to a lot of people on the outside. Yeah, it was tough to record. It's been tough to perform anytime I've tried to perform it. Good music is good music, if it's true and it's real and it's from the heart.
Right, most definitely. That's a beautiful record. I enjoyed the project, and we have more music coming up.
Kiss the sky, let it go, up and down, roll the snow.
Man, so this record, Kiss the Sky, I went on tour. It was a Lollapalooza South America tour.
Okay.
And Cage the Elephant has always been one of my favorite bands. And I remember one of the first days, knocking on their green room door, being like, yo, it's G. I just want to say I'm a fan. They were
Yeah.
like, G, get in here, man.
That's dope.
And like we just like instantly bonded. And then Matt, the lead singer, just instantly hit it off, became friends. This song, it just like it was just right in the pocket. It just felt right, man. And I was doing this album with this producer, Radiah McDonald. He helped put the record together, that song, the whole album he did. And it just really like coached me and brought the best out of me and pushed me. And it's a whole lot of material I'm really excited about.
We're excited for the new project. Can you talk about the headspace you were in, or if this is like a return to like maybe an older sound, or what you were trying to accomplish with it when you were in the studio?
The process of making this record almost felt like I had rediscovered myself. Everything was just about like having fun again and just getting back to the essence. When you lock in and you get in a good space and you have fun and you understand the mission and you feel motivated, then you know it should just flow like water.
Yeah.
Like, and that's what it felt like. I've experienced a whole lot of life. Right. And I'm also a sponge of culture, and I'm influenced and inspired by a lot of things. But sometimes you can get pulled in a lot of directions. Somebody may like me for this sound or this sound or this sound, but this was almost a return to like the selfishness of, well, what does Gerald
want to do?
What's the essence of Gerald?
Yeah.
And what does he want to do? Ultimately, man, it's this new music I feel incredible about, and I'm really excited.
No, she can't tell me nada. No, she can't tell me nada.
We lost the great OG Mako recently, and I know you guys were cool. How did you guys link up and I guess work on music?
OG Mako was, man, he was brilliant. Really, really brilliant. You know, before we knew each other, I saw him as bravely artistic. Right. You know, from this side of culture to this side and bridging the gaps. We got cool and just hit it off. And then I really discovered how brilliant of, you know, a writer and musician. He's one of the greatest, most talented writers I've ever been in a room with or seen work.
Sure, that's beautiful. R.I.P. OG Mako.
R.I.P.
Great. I want to jump around to a couple things in your career. Working with Britney Spears, how does that fit into like your whole career when you look back on that like 9 years ago now?
I don't care if it's a random person or the biggest star. Out in Vegas or a little bar, it's really not a difference if it's near or far.
I mean, that was surreal. That was iconic. I was on tour in Australia and I get the call, like we had like one off day. We found whatever studio we had to find wherever we were in Australia, like find me a place, I'll get this done right now, and just did it on the spot. These opportunities are often, I try to always stay in a space of gratitude and like imagine your 12-year-old self, you know, was told one day you're gonna grow up and like, you know, you seeing this person on TV and you're gonna get to do that. You know, like never take none of this for granted. You know,
even when life's moving so fast.
Oh my
right?
God, yeah, dude. Like, and then getting to perform at the VMAs.
I was gonna touch on that. Yeah, that was another great moment. Do you have a favorite Britney Spears song?
My favorite Britney Spears song, ours.
Mine's "Give Me More."
Toxic,
classic. Another song I wanted to touch on was "Breakdown" with Demi. I think that's such a dope record that kind of looks like flew under the radar a bit. If you could just touch on how that came together, especially like both of you guys have gone through so much from like substance abuse and drug use. And I just thought it was like a beautiful connection to have you guys connect. And how'd you put that together?
Demi is a kindred spirit, also just a like brilliant, powerful force of a human being who, you know, I admire and respect, you know, to the moon. She's been through so much, but like this life, this industry, you find, you know, parallel people, you know, throughout this like path. Sometimes she's a really special one. And that song, I think for us was something we shared and something we both identified with and related to. It's not a linear path. It's a difficult one. You know, those ups and downs, those challenges, you know, that's real life. You know, as friends, we've talked about that extensively. And like, it's one thing to have a conversation with somebody about something or like but you don't always get like to frame it within 3 minutes of like, like structure of words that rhyme and a melody that, you know what I mean? It captures it all. Like,
true.
You know, it's one thing to, you know, to talk about that. It's another thing to find a way to frame it in a song.
We need more music from you guys. I feel like that'd be cool.
Yeah, for sure.
Euro tour coming up.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. What are you excited for to get out there? When's the last time you were out there?
Doing this last leg of the US tour, it just felt so good being back in front of the fans, getting back to what I do. You know what I mean? It was like we toured for almost 8 years straight. It became so deeply ingrained in like what I do day in and day out, who I am, my identity. And getting back out there on the road and reconnecting with the fans and just like finding that joy again was like reinvigorating.
What do you say is the biggest difference from the US audience to like a European audience when you're doing shows?
When you're overseas, it's like I came all this way to be here.
Yeah.
You know, was raised and grew up and live so far from here, and there's an added appreciation of like rarity.
Right.
I'm just really, really, really grateful of like just all of it, because I could be at the furthest end of the earth, you know, or I could be like across the street, and I'm just really grateful that people like show up and they show love like that. You know?
You're gonna spin the block for another North American tour?
Yeah. Nah, man, we're definitely gonna run it back. You know, now that we got the floodgates back open, it's just like, just keep going. The tour was just invigorating. So I'm just like excited to get back and then hit them with new music, and then just keep it flowing. Just keep like, you know what I mean?
Let's keep it
rolling.
rolling.
Feels good to be going again.
Another big year for G-Eazy. We appreciate you coming through, man.